Hello, I hope you're doing good. We're back here working on the D21 and I have some fun stuff on the table that I'd like to go over and talk to you about and how we're gonna get started today. For the rear, these are 3-inch blocks, drop blocks for the lowering blocks for the rear. But then I also went ahead and got their 3-inch drop springs. And I think the springs are the way that we're gonna go. So today, what I'm hoping to do is replace the springs, put on the new shocks, and do the rear sway bar. So let's just basically get into it. So I thought that you might get a kick out of this. I got both shocks off. None of them were leaking. I did use a towel to wipe off the name, but you can obviously see Nissan on there, on both of them. But they're not supposed to do that. Just to show you what the rear shocks look like. This is the factory one. This is the new one. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm pretty blessed that this truck is not rusty. Everything is coming apart so easy. But I shouldn't say that because then I'll jinx myself. Add some love to it. Alright. 1 leaf spring. Free from its shackles. So not gonna lie to you, I might have my jack on the pumpkin. It's a little bit too much pressure. Here's what the lower piece looks like. You know, other than the film of dirt on it, it looks brand new. Now let's find the size for this big ass nut right here and take that thing off. So I wanted to show you the difference in the leaf springs here. So the one closest to me is the Belltech, and then this one, obviously the dirty one, is the factory one. And I have just a bolt simply going through the front here. But these two holes are 6 inches apart from each other. And when I raise them up to be in the same plane, there's a huge gap right there, probably 4.5 inches worth of gap. And I also wanted to point out on the Belltechs here that they put front towards the front, and then they just have their part sticker. There's a little part number. There's 2 little spacer blocks here. Give a better idea. 2 little spacer blocks, and then 3 leaves. So, yeah, pretty nice. The thickness of the leaves look like maybe 1/4 inch, 5/16 inch thick, where the first leaf on the factory D21, it's kind of a wedge shape really, but at its thickest point it's probably 1/2 inch, and it tapers all the way down to 1/4 inch on both sides. And then the other 2 leaves are about 1/4 of an inch thick. If I ever wanted to take this off again, which I hope not. I hate this stuff. Could paint a battleship with 1 drop of this stuff. Don't get any on you, kids. Because it sucks. went together real good. Get that up in the camera. I already did this one up here. It looks good. I just finger tighted this. So I ran into just a little bit of a problem. Everything's gonna go back together correctly. I don't even need different U-bolts. The factory U-bolts will work. But this is the mount. You see it fits like that. But on here, it's a little bit off. So with the calipers, measuring across the points, it's like 5/8, skosh above 5/8 of an inch. And this one here is 0.079. So it's kind of an odd drill size. So I'm gonna go over to my buddy's machine shop right now. So I'm at my buddy's shop and he has the 23/32 drill bit. So remember this from 2 seconds ago. This is what it looks like when it's drilled out. Like, no tolerance. I mean, like a slight bit of tolerance, but that's perfect. That's what I want. So let's get the other one drilled out and get these back to the shop. Put a little chamfer on both sides of those so that it just looks better. So I got all the nuts and bolts put back into place. Now none of the nuts and bolts are tight, but they're back in place except for these. These are all tight, super tight. I'm gonna check them by hand because I use the impact. And the other side looks exactly the same, so I just need to go through and tighten all these. The other thing that may need to happen is this may need to go. I'm almost positive this is gonna have to go away. And now to the beans. There's that one. Okay, and there's that one. Now all the bolts here, the front bolts, the underneath bolts, all the bolts are tight. We need to put the shocks on, put the tires on, drop it to the ground. Okay, here goes nothing. You can already see some lot less space. That looks great. 2 fingers, 2.5 fingers. But now it's definitely not balanced. But that's okay. We can take care of that. Hey, so I just wanted to thank everybody. Thank you for watching me put these springs in. And here pretty soon we'll be putting in the rear sway bar and all the other ancillary stuff. So stay tuned. I would say that overall this went real easy. The nuts and bolts all came out real easy. Yeah, I thought it was easy. It's the first time I ever removed leaf springs and put lowering leaf springs on. So thank you so very much. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Until next time, see ya.